Hey, back to you. Back to you. Grind it out. Grind this shit out. Grind it out, big O.
Good job. Hey, that's how you play 6 right there. Good job. Go to Venus. I go to the next period. All right, so this is the fourth quarter of practice. Where are you going to be in the fourth quarter? How are you going to play every snap when it hurts? All right, you got to play it like it's 4th and 1. All right, you got to play it like it's 3rd and 12 at the end of the game when we need to play. So I want to see everybody run into the football. Great effort, great energy, great communication here, all right? Hey, highway relay. All right, when I hear it, listen to the Lucky Ringo call, okay? Make sure we're tapping off, we're signing and co-signing, and we're getting to the ball every play. All right, let's get a breakdown.
Hey, ball hog on 3, 1, 2, 3. Ball hog. Ball hog. Ball hog. Hey, pass that shit.
J Mac from Syracuse, New York, man, came all the way out to see my Colorado Buffs.
What channel do you watch? They brought you out here.
The pregame show.
Never watched the college game till last season when Coach Prime came to Colorado. And I am in Colorado at Folsom Field. I am the Colorado Buffaloes auntie from Texas. Sweet treat.
Hey, I've been following the pregame show. It's all about let's go Buffs.
Away from Texas, yes sir. Watch you every single day. Nobody lays it down like Uncle Neely and the pregame show.
Neely, pregame show behind the scenes for everything. And why does he get that kind of access? Why does he get that kind of access? Because trust is involved. You would never get the kind of access you desire unless there's trust and relationship. Trying to put you up on game.
My man.
It's Helow time.
How you doing?
Doing good, man. Just come to cover you.
All right, let's go.
Let's get it.
Right here? Yes, sir. Good, man. How's it going? How are you guys?
How are you?
Yeah.
Hey, Coach. Brian Howell, Boulder Daily Camera. Nice to meet you. Talk about the process this offseason of getting elevated to the position you're in now, and how excited you are for year 2 here with the Boulder or with the Buffs.
No, it's been great. So I was at the University of Alabama, and then Coach Saban retired, and had a great opportunity, right, to come here and work under Coach Prime and Robert Livingston. And it was a great season last year, and I'm just happy and very blessed to be here, have the opportunity.
Hey, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Hey, good, man. How you doing?
Good to see you. Just with this edge room, it seems like, last year, 40 sacks leading the Big 12. Just how do you build upon that and be an even better unit this year?
Yeah, you just have a one-day-at-a-time approach, and, you always want to build on the success that you had. Whether it was negative or positive. There was a lot of positive things last year that the front did. A lot of good coaches in that room, and we just want to build on it. And it's taken one day at a time, and having that mentality, and just getting better on the little things. Spring practice is always good, right? You have rep charts. It's just a way of organizing practice and seeing what guys are gonna excel and move to the top. And we've got a great group, and I'm really happy and look forward to working with them throughout spring.
Hi, Coach. Adam Tiger, 24/7 Sports. Thanks for taking the time out to do this. You mentioned Robert Livingston coming in last year. Was that chemistry between you guys pretty seamless? We kind of heard about how you were his eyes up in the press box throughout last season.
Yeah, thanks, Adam. No, that's a good question. So me and Rob knew some mutual people in the coaching profession, and I've always heard of him and, his time in the NFL, like working up from a scout to a position coach and being a great football coach. He was with, Cincinnati for a long time, and someone mutually connected us, and we had long football talks on the phone. And first thing I loved about him is he's a really good person. And I want to be around good, godly men that do stuff the right way, that don't have egos, and he checked all those boxes. And then just his football knowledge was off the charts. When I was at Michigan, I was with some guys from the Baltimore Ravens, and we ran a very similar system, an NFL system, and we just kind of hit it off, and we're on the same wavelengths as far as that came. So it was an easy decision for me to come here and just making the most of the opportunity, and fortunate to be able to stay here another year and work with Rob.
Hey, Coach, Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. We had heard a lot last year about the kind of the collaboration process along the entire D-line. How has that process gone on this offseason with Coach Sapp and with Coach Pecco coming in? I mean, how have you guys begun to work together to kind of build one collective front?
Thanks, Tyler. That's a great question. And, man, like, I'm really fortunate to just be in this building. Okay, it's a special place. That's the first thing. And then to work with Domata Pecco, who played 15 years in the NFL and also coached in the NFL, and to work with Warren Sapp, who is, first ballot Hall of Famer. He played 13 years in the league, so those two combined 28 years in the league. I mean, we're going to do stuff together, work together as a group, as a unit, as a defense, and just be the best version that we can be day in and day out. But it's an honor and a huge blessing to work with those guys. And what an opportunity.
Hey, Coach. Scott Brecker, DVR. Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you, Scott.
Likewise. Congratulations on the new role. Now that you kind of have this kind of room to yourself, so to speak, what do you kind of want the identity of this group to be? What are some of the core tenets you're trying to instill into this group right away?
Yeah, no, that's a good question, Scott. I mean, we want to be fast. We want to be physical. We want to be a dominant front, right? We want to stop the run. We want to be able to lead, the Big Ten like we did last year in sacks again and build upon that. We want to play with toughness. We want to have great passion, energy, effort. Something that we're really focusing on right now, and this starts, with our head leader, Coach Prime, is making sure that we're turning and burning, sprinting to the ball, playing with good pad level, creating good separation and lockout, knocking guys back. All the defenses that I've been a part of at the places that I've been, those are the key components that have all, been in common. So we just want to build on that and not do too much too early. Just focus on the day, focus on the rep, and getting 1% better as we go. Yeah.
Hey, Coach. Jack Harlow with Buffalo's Wire.
Hey, Jack. Nice to meet you.
Just curious who you're kind of looking to kind of lead this group. I know Coach Livingston mentioned Arden Walker on Tuesday, but who are you looking to as well?
Yeah, Arden and Tajay, have obviously been here before. Samo and Wade are out right now. You've got London Merritt and Alex that, are young freshmen, and they've been doing a great job just in terms of attitude and effort. But we're just looking to grow as a unit, right? And just getting better each and every day and developing these guys to be the best version of themselves as men and football players. But yeah, those are the guys right now, and we definitely got to get healthy as a group. And for the guys that are out there practicing, just, getting better, taking a one day at a time approach.
Hey, Coach, Matt Smith, Independent.
Hey, Matt.
You have been, Florida State, Georgia, Alabama, Michigan, some of the best programs in the country. What are the key traits to make a program successful?
Yeah, well, I think it's everybody being on the same page. I was blessed as a young coach, right, to be at Alabama, the Florida States, Georgia's, Michigan's, played at Ole Miss, and they were great experiences. But the teams that I was on that had a lot of success, it was good team chemistry with the coaches, good team chemistry with the players, no egos, no unselfish guys. Everybody's working every day to be the best version of ourselves as a group of men, and then just working really hard on the field. With those teams that had success, we had a lot of good players, but I felt like, overall with those staffs did a good job coaching those guys up. And, I've taken a lot of things from the Sabans and the Kirbys and the Harbaughs, and I try to emulate those things into what I do growing as a coach. But I think the biggest thing is being a coach, you got to be yourself, right? You can't go try to be Nick, try to be Kirby, try to be Jim. You've got to be yourself. I've always been an upbeat guy, and I try to bring energy and passion every day with myself and my personality. But the things as far as an organizational structure that I learned being with those places are things that I've held with me and continue to build upon to be great.
One of the other guys I wanted to ask you about was Samuel Okunlola. When you see him, there's some things that flash that you just can't teach. Where do you see his development, and where do you see him needing to grow this summer and heading into this season?
Yeah, so Sam, just you know, weight room's a big thing. You know, he's got the size, speed, athletic ability that you look for in an edge guy. You know, I kind of compare him a little bit to David Ajabo, who we had at Michigan, who ended up being a second rounder, probably would have been a first rounder had he not popped his Achilles at pro day. But he's got those type of traits. But just, you know, just playing the game the right way, finishing in a dominant position every play, knowing how to play the run, knowing how to convert on pass, and, you know, definitely just getting bigger, faster, stronger in the weight room. That I think Coach Swayze's done a really good job with him. So obviously he's out right now. Look forward to working with him more in fall camp.
Last one, Brian.
I also want to ask you about, I think your longest, the place you've been the longest was CSU,
Yeah.
like 4 years. And so what did that job you know, kind of do for you in your career? But also, was there a desire to get back to the state of Colorado after spending some time here before?
Yeah, so it was. I was there 4 years, 2 years outside backers, and then with the safeties. And I love the state of Colorado. This is such a beautiful place, like geographically, one of the most beautiful places in the world. You know, as a kid, we'd come out here on family trips and stuff, kind of hit the mountains, do a little skiing. So I've always loved the state of Colorado. But I was with Mike Bobo at the University of Georgia. And, you know, just as a young coach, it was more opportunity and responsibility to kind of grow and to run your own room. So couldn't pass up on that. But I'm definitely happy to be back in the state. I'm happy to be with a good, godly leader and Coach Prime. And I'm just very blessed to work with the guys, with Coach Pecco and Coach Sapp. And I really look forward to this opportunity.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
It's good to be back, and I'm excited about this. What Coach Swayze was talking about really kind of hit home with me. He said, do right all the time. All right, and the first pillar that I have for our group is discipline. All right, and I'm always going to echo the things that Coach Prime's echoing. God knows what he's doing, man. All right, and Coach Pecco just talked about being on the rise. All right, and that's what we're going to do this year. All right, and it starts tomorrow at practice. So I want you to write this down, though. Do what you're supposed to do, okay, when you're supposed to do it, the way that it should be done. All right, that defines discipline for me. All right, when you get stressed, when you get anxiety, when you get worried, when you get fearful, all right, it's not doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it the way that it's supposed to be done. All right, so if that's your attitude, and you can apply that simple, structured, you know, line every day, it's going to really help you out a lot. All right, and then the next thing, as far as on the field, guys, all right, we just talked about this upstairs as a staff room. All right, it's knowing my assignment and my alignment and my technique every time I get on the field. So when am I a 6 technique? When am I a 9 technique? When am I to the back? When am I away from the back? What Coach Rob was just talking about. What's the formation? Is it condensed set? Is it an open set? All right, is it Army run? Okay, all right, or does Delta pass play? All right, am I getting a high hat or a low hat read? Okay, I've got to know those things. Okay, next thing we're going to talk about is effort. It's always a non-negotiable standard for Coach Prime when it comes to effort. It's mental effort and it's physical effort. All right, so what are you going to do each and every practice? Every time you get an opportunity to go out there, what type of effort are you going to give? You got to empty the tank every play, man. All right, and it's got to be a mindset. When Coach has the coaches come up here every day before practice, you know how it's going to be. Are we going to talk about effort? Because when we talk about that, it takes away something else that we could be talking about. You with me? Sir. All right, we got to be talking about football. We got to be talking about plays, formations, tendencies. We got other stuff to do. All right, so we've got to turn and burn to the ball. All right, this guy's giving everybody in here an opportunity. Every coach, every player, trainer, manager, doesn't matter. All right, so we owe it to him. It's a non-negotiable standard. Do you understand? Yes, sir. All right, and then the next thing I've got right here is we've got to be physically dominant on both sides of the ball. Hey, O-line, Jordan, don't take it easy on us. You with me? We don't want that. We've gotten with the O-line coaches. We're going to have pod periods where it's not 17 minutes of one-on-one pass rush. All right, and we've got to stay up on 2 hands and 2 feet, and we've got to service each other. We've got to be in a good football position, all right, and we've got to service each other and finish in a dominant position every play. All right, because if we can do that consistently and practice that way, we're going to be a damn good football team come late August. Does everybody understand that? Yes, sir. All right, so let's have a great spring.
So where y'all from?
We up from Miami, Florida.
All the way from Miami.
All the way from Miami.
Appreciate y'all coming, man.
Hey, man, we love what you guys are doing, man. We want to support you in every way.
Appreciate your family.
And we're recruiting at home. Everything we see at home, we bring it this way.
My man.
You gotta believe. Dude, we've been believing since day one,
That's why I
dog.
gave it to
Remember
you.
back in Jackson State? We've been believing with you in the pregame show.